morning, students. Let's begin our social science class in continuation of NCRT Democratic Politics, chapter Political Parties. Today's content: Challenges to political parties. How can parties be reformed? These two topics I am going to cover in this video. Let's start. Challenges to political parties and their reforms. All over the world, people express a strong dissatisfaction with the failure of political parties to perform their functions well. This is the case in our country too. Popular dissatisfaction and criticism has focused on four problem areas in working of political parties. Political parties need to face and overcome these challenges in order to remain effective instruments of democracy. Now we are going to study about the challenges of political party. The first challenge, lack of internal democracy, means that political party do not maintain the democracy in their internal matter. How? This we are going to see in points. The first challenge, lack of internal democracy. The points: parties do not keep membership register, do not hold organizational meetings, and do not conduct internal elections regularly. Second, ordinary members of the party not get sufficient information on what happens inside the party. Third, they do not have the means for the connections needed to influence the decisions. Fourth, as a result, the leaders assume greater power to make decisions in the name of party. Fifth, since one of few leaders exercise paramount power in the party, those who disagree with the leadership find it difficult to continue in the party. More than loyalty to party principles and policies, personal liability to the leader becomes more important. Means in the areas, instead of party faithfulness, the people close to the leaders and those who are loyal to the leaders, they are getting chance to survive. Otherwise, other peoples or members of the party ignore. So this is lack of internal democracy. Second challenge, dynastic succession, means some of the people ruled continuously and other only subordinate them. They never get chance to come on the higher position. So this is called family rule, like that. Now, the features of dynastic succession: since most political parties do not practice open and transparent procedure for their functioning, there are very few ways for an ordinary worker to raise to the top in party. Second, those who happen to be leaders are in the position of unfair advantage to favor people close to them or even their family members. Then, in many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of one family. Fourth, this is unfair to other members of that party. This is also bad for democracy, since people who do not have adequate experience of popular support come to occupy position of power. Next challenge money and muscles power, means during elections the parties get fund through some of the businessmen and powerful people, like the criminal people also, though these two take advantage once that party come into the power. So they influence the decision of political party. How? We are going to see. Since parties are focused on winning elections, they tend to use shortcuts to win elections. They tend to nominate those candidates who have or can raise lots of money. Rich people and companies who give funds to the parties tend to have influence on the policies and decisions of the party. In some cases, parties support criminals who can win elections. Democratic all over the world are worried about the increasing role of rich people and big companies in democratic. Means all over the world, the people, those who favor democracy, they are worried about the role of rich people and big companies, those who uh, influence the political party. So this is not democratic feature. Next challenge, no meaningful choice or lack of meaningful choice means the fourth challenge is that of often parties do not seems to offer a meaningful choice to the voters. Means the manifesto chunavi agenda of all parties is same. They are taking like removing unemployment, providing education, like these all parties have same agenda every time. So people really do not have choice to which party we choose because everyone have same agenda. In order to offer a meaningful choice, parties must be significantly different. In recent years, there has been a decline in ideological differences among parties in most part of the world. Means all the parties have the same type of uh, agenda which shows in their this what you call election manifesto. For example, the difference between the Labour Party and the Conservative parties in Britain is very little. They agree on more fundamental aspects but offer only in details on how policies are to be framed and implemented. But in India, in our country, to the differences among all the major parties on the economic policies have reduced. Those who want really different policies have no option available to them. Then, sometimes people cannot even elect very different leaders either because the same set of leaders keep shifting from one party to another. So, all these challenges, along with their illustration, comes in the question describe the challenges faced by political parties. Means each challenge you write three features. This is how you can complete 3 mark 4 questions. So all right, so only the question is describe the challenges faced by political parties, three features in each. Means lack of internal democracy, three features, and then dynastic succession, three features, money and vessels, three features, and no meaningful choice, three features. Next topic is reforms of political party. When we talk about reform, it means that how can we bring in system all the political party. Laws made to reform political parties and its leader. First, laws of defection. The constitution was amended to prevent elected MP and MLAs from changing parties. This was done because many elected representatives were indulging in defection in order to become minister or cash reward. Now the law says that if any MP and MLA change parties, he or she will lose his seat in the legislature. This new law has helped bring defection law. Then law of affidavit, second reform. The Supreme Court passed an order to reduce the influence of money and criminals. Now it is mandatory for every candidate who contests elections to file an affidavit giving details of his property and criminal cases pending against him. The new system has made a lot of information available to the public, but there is no system of check. Third reform, law of income tax return. The election commission passed an order making it necessary for political parties to hold their organizational elections and file their income tax return. The parties have started doing so, but sometimes it is uh, more formality. It is not clear if this step has led greater internal democracy in political parties. So three reforms set by the election commission, One is anti-defection, second the affidavit, and third income tax return. Besides these, many suggestions are often made to reform political parties. Means these are the compulsory reform, but there were number of suggestions through which a party can be reformed. So what are these suggestions to political party reform their things? Reforms suggested laws should be made to regulate the internal affairs of political parties. Second, it should be made compulsory to political parties to maintain a register of its member. Party should follow its own constitution. Party should hold open elections to the highest post. Next, it should be made mandatory for political parties to give a minimum number of tickets, about one third, to women candidate. Then there should be state fundings of election. The government should give parties money to support their election expenses. Means election commission give money through which they can contest election. They are not going to use their own money. This is suggestion. These all suggestion. People can put pressure on political parties. This can be done through the petition, publicity, and agitation. The quality of democracy depends on the degree of public participation. It is difficult to reform political party if ordinary citizens do not take part in it and simply criticize outside. The party should not reform. So these are all suggestion. Last two suggestion I am going to illustrate more. All suggestions uh, accepted by all, it is not mandatory, it is only suggestion. Now there are two other ways in which political parties can be reformed. Means last two suggestion which is mentioned, I will try to illustrate again. First, people can put pressure on political parties. This can be done through petition, publicity, and agitation. If people come on road and they demand for something, then it threatens to the political party. Ordinary citizens, pressure group and movement, and the media can play an important role in this. If political parties feel that they would lose public support by not taking up reforms, they would become more serious about reforms. Means by all these demonstration, they think like if they will not listen and not implementing reforms, next election they are not going to select. So this is the one way, putting pressure on the party through petition and demonstration and using media. Second, political parties can improve if those who wants this join political parties. Means more and more public join political parties. The quality of democracy depends on the degree of public participation. It is difficult to reform politics if ordinary citizens do not take part in it and simply criticize it from the outside. Saying this is bad, this is good is not enough. If you really want to see the change in society through the politics, you have to participate in it. So the problem of bad politics can be solved by more and better politics, or more and more people participation, so they understand their rights and they claim that rights from the governing system. That's all for today. Question. Now question, mention the laws made by election commission to reform the political parties. So you are going to explain affidavit, anti-defection, and the income tax return. Suggest and explain some measures to reform political parties, that internal election must be there and one third seats for reserved for women, as well as the election commission offer the amount for conducting election. What is the role of ordinary citizens in reforming the political parties? In that, the reforming parties, two ways, people participation and demonstration, that I have explained in separate file also. So I hope you understand everything. That's all for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day.